Good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday to you. As you can see, I'm still in hair and makeup today. Why? Because we are going to get ready together on the show today. I'm very excited because my co-host, one of my middle children, it's hard. I don't really have a middle. I have 6 children. There's no exact middle. I messed up, guys. Messed up. But she's around around the middle. She's one of the two. I guess there's two middles. Could that be a thing? Okay, she's one of two middles. Okay, and Marjean is here as our co-host today. We're gonna be getting ready together and talking about morning routine, and we're going to talk about, she has some exciting things coming up, guys, and we're going to talk about that here as well. I just want to take a moment. As you can see on the screen, today would have been my brother's 41st birthday. He passed away January 28th, 2010, and when he was 24 years old. And I often talk about him in a way that he and I were very different. We were very different. I was 4 years older than him, and he always had this sort of fearless nature about him. I always remembered that from the time that he was really, really little. I just Yeah, he lived in a way that I was jealous of. I was like, I want it was a sense of freedom. It was a sense of freedom, and so but as time has gone on, especially after he passed away, I really just I thought about that, and I thought about how he could have brought that down, 5, 10, 20, 52 notches, but he didn't. He just was himself and was completely unhinged from time to time, and I wanted to be that so bad. And I have moments now where, obviously, I think we would still be very different today, but I think about that. Would he still be as sort of free as he always was at 41, which is what he would have been today? And I think he would be. I don't think anything could have taken that away from him. And so it's also sort of bittersweet for me to realize that I have come into sort of my own space of that, of being sort of free and unhinged. I'm still working on it. Still very much a work in progress. I might be at maybe the level that he was. Nope, never mind. Not even close. But I have really tried over the years to allow myself to feel, be, and have that sense of freedom that I always pictured him having. And so we're wishing him a happy birthday, wherever his energy is in the universe, and remembering him on the show today. All right, guys, without further ado, we got to head over to the comments this morning and say hello to Teresa in that VIP seat. I'm excited about this episode. Marjean's going to be on in just a moment here. Teresa's saying hello, and Marjean is already claiming she's like best child. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. We might have 5 siblings that would argue with you, but and I don't know. It's funny. Do you, like, parents out there? People have asked this question throughout the years. Do you have a favorite child? And I will tell you guys after Marjean comes on what the running joke is in this house. So we'll talk to her in just a moment. Everybody, please put your hands together and welcome back Marjean to the show. Good morning, Marjean.
Hi,
Look at all
everybody. How are you?
look at it look at us all fresh faced and ready to go. I have some
Yep.
redness because I did an exfoliating mask this morning.
Oh yeah, I did mine too, actually. The
So
The
I have a
ordinary.
little I have a look at I'm puffy because that's what happens. It puts the moisture and whatnot back in your face
Hmm.
and then takes off the dead skin and then you look like a baby's bottom.
Yep, and it feels amazing.
All right. First of all, how do you know that your favorite child, you're the best child?
I didn't say favorite, I said the best because, like, with me, you get, like, a little bit of everything, you know?
That is
Like,
true. That
there's
is
a
true.
lot you get with me. I'm not just, like, 2 things. I'm not just one thing, like, I'm multiple things, so, yeah.
Well, and you know, we you and I have talked about that. I talk about that with everybody about how we're multifaceted human beings and I never feel like especially with you guys that you should limit yourself to one way of being or one, you
Mhm.
know, allow
Yeah.
yourself to be who and how you want to be. And so anyway, let's before we get into conversation because we got to get moving or we're going to run out of time on this show because it takes us a while to go from this to what will be in a minute.
Mhm.
Okay, how did you prep your face this morning? Tell the people.
I didn't do all of it because I was still gonna do some of it on here, but I did do my
Yeah.
face wash. I used the Ordinary foaming cleanser.
Mm.
It's my favorite. And I got it recently. Then I did my mask this morning too that you did, but mine's different. It's very red and it looks kind of nasty, but it works.
It looks like something from Vampire Diaries is what that looks
I
like.
probably couldn't even show the color and consistency of it for the reason of this might get taken down. But it's not that, guys. It's really not. But it smells like fruit and it's really nice.
Okay,
Um
so you did cleanser and
mhm.
exfoliating mask. Okay, what else?
Then I use what is this? Hold on. I forgot what it is. Um oh, it's like a very it's like a serum, but it's not it works like a serum, but it's more of like a lotion kind of
Mm,
consistency.
yeah.
Um, then and this is not in order. The first 2, that was in order, but this is not in any particular order.
Okay.
I do use this last though. It's this one's like an actual serum. It's more of like a watery hold on.
Oh, we're having some ASMR here this
Yeah.
morning, guys.
It's pretty watery considering that most of the other things I've used is very like thicker, I guess. Like it's
Yeah.
not super watery like that. And then I do use this. This is not every week, and neither is the exfoliator, but this is like
Pore
twice.
release. Release the pores.
Mhm. Yeah, because I have like giant pores right here, and it's kind of bad. And then I get a bunch of blackheads. So yeah,
Look at that. We're learning
but
new things here this morning.
that's it for skincare.
Okay. So I did this morning. I use the bubble line. I've been using it for probably like a month and a half, 2 months, and I really like it so far. My skin tends to get pretty dry, so when I found this, I was pretty impressed with that. It doesn't make me as dry. But it's called Bubble, and I use this soft launch cream cleanser and then, like I said, this morning I did a mask. I only do this like once a week or even every other week because I have pretty sensitive skin, but I am getting to that point in life, ladies, where I am being a little more mindful about some little lines here and there. They're not bad though. I've always like I will say I felt bad like as you started coming into your teenage years that you
Mhm.
didn't I never had a lot of skin problems growing up. You did, but you've always been really good about like taking care of your skin,
Mhm.
which I think is really important if you do have skin problems. The only problems I ever have is like a little bit of redness
Mhm.
up in here, which comes out when I use an exfoliator, but because I do have more sensitive skin, but I need to get like the dead skin and whatnot off. So I use the Deep Dive AHA and PHA exfoliating mask, also from Bubble. And then as we're sitting here this morning, I'm gonna continue with the Cosmic Silk Hydrating Milky Toner and the I have the Morning Rays Brightening Eye Cream, and these are all the same line Bubble. And I will finish with Power Wave Super Hydrating Moisturizer. So I'm going to do that as we're chatting. What are you going to be continuing with here this
I
morning?
am going to do my the pore release, which this is also super watery and it's blue. And then I'm gonna do my um the serum.
Very nice. All right. So I'm going to be putting a poll on the screen, you guys, while we are doing the show here right now. And I want you to answer this question in the chat. Do you have a morning routine? Put a 1 in the chat. Yes, I have a morning routine and I follow it daily. 2 in the chat if yes, but I'm just not consistent with my morning routine. Or 3, no, I fly by the seat of my Folgers. No, I do not have a morning routine. So put a 1, 2, or 3 in the chat, you guys. Okay. I would probably be brave. I'm gonna say 2. I'm gonna say 2 in the chat because I do have my very specific things. I will say this. I do have a morning routine every day, but it shifts and changes based on how I feel in the moment. How would
Mm.
you answer that question, Margene?
I feel like it's 1 and 2 because I have different routines, if that makes sense. Like my
Mm.
base stuff for the cleanser and everything, that's like every day. But the stuff like the pore release and the exfoliator, I use like once a week because
Well,
it says on the directions to only use like once a week because the exfoliator is really like it gets into your skin. It kind of feels like I would say like when you get your ears pierced and it feels like the tiniest little like pinch. It's like that. Um
that doesn't sound fun at all.
Okay. It's supposed to do that and stuff. Because I was
Well,
worried. I was worried that I was allergic to it, and I looked it up, and that's like
well, no, my exfoliating mask that I use is a little tingle, but I certainly wouldn't equate it to like getting your ears pierced. That's like
well, like, that's the
no,
best way
thank
I can
you.
explain it because it doesn't, like, hurt. It's just
Yeah,
very, like, strong.
yeah. All right. So, but in addition to, I'm not just talking about makeup and skincare as a morning routine. What are some of the other things that are important for you to have a good morning? And by the way, I love breakfast. Breakfast is one of my favorite things. And Margene makes delicious. I'm trying to show. Oh, there we go. Smoothie bowl. I'm gonna spill it right on my computer. Um, delicious smoothie bowls. I have a strawberry pineapple smoothie bowl this morning topped with granola and banana this morning. So breakfast is usually a part of my morning routine. I really like breakfast. It gets me going. Um, I don't discriminate really with breakfast. I like all kinds of breakfasts in the morning. I try not to eat like first thing. I like to have water first thing, my decaf coffee or some tea I like in the morning as well. But part of my routine is also that's a pretty big deal for me is checking my calendar. I also always check in on Ripley.com because I have to make sure that my streak is is intact. In fact, my family has been informed if I am ever put in jail or if I die, you are to log in and make sure I don't lose my streak on Ripley. Um, but I really also enjoy some quiet time in the morning. I get up very early, and usually do a little bit of self care, and then I get right into work first thing because I love what I do, and it lights me up the rest of the day. I meet with Teresa every morning as part of my morning routine, and some other amazing people, Ollie, Luis, Daria, and we read Dorothy's For Love poem. And we also meet up in the virtual gym. I get some stretches on, or a walk or something like that. And so that's why I say, like, things, I always
Mhm.
have this routine that I do in the morning, but it switches up from time to time. But that morning time is very, very, very important to me. So, other than the skincare and makeup, what are important things for you in the morning, Margine?
I agree with like the quiet part because sharing a room is not an easy task. Um, I like to have my quiet in the morning, or at least I try to, because either Nina's awake or Jazzy's awake. Um, but yeah, when I do, I just kind of chill there, check my messages, and um, what is it? My email, because I'm on the show, obviously. So I gotta check the emails, and then I do check YouTube now for notifications in case. But yeah, um, that's pretty much it for that part. And then like brushing my teeth, because recently, like, what as a kid, you might not want to brush your teeth, but when you're getting older, you're kind of just like it. It's like because I think about like if that's a because of me, so
You know
I
what's
do.
wild is for there's always, like, all parents I think have those things that are, that one or two things that you fight with your kids about, and I don't know
Mhm.
why the hell in our house it was always teeth. Like, just always teeth. Like, it's just, I don't know. But
Yeah.
everybody's much better about it as you get older. I think it's one of those things, you just get older and you learn to take better
Yeah.
care of yourself as time goes on, right?
I don't think
Um,
breakfast for me though is like a big importance in the morning because I personally cannot
yeah,
stomach breakfast all the time. I
yeah.
just like in the morning, I'm not hungry or, whatever, and I just don't really eat it. But recently I have.
She did have her smoothie bowl this morning, by the way, guys.
Yes, I did. It was really good. I like fruit in the morning. I just don't like to eat stuff like bagels in the morning all the time and like bread, you know?
Yeah. And then we were supposed to eat while we were doing the show this morning, and she ate it before we came in, guys.
Yeah. Well, it was already melting and there was like a little bit left, but I didn't just want to like eat it out of the other container. So I just like stacked it on top of my bowl that was already full.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's just fruit. So it's good for me.
Yeah. All right. Don't forget to tune in and answer our poll this morning if you're over on the YouTube. Do you have a morning routine? Put just a single one in the chat. Yes, I have a routine and I follow it daily. Two, just a plain number two in the chat. Yes, I have a morning routine. I'm just not consistent with it, or it's not the same every day. And three, no, I fly by the seat of my Folgers. I do not have a morning routine. Let us know in the chat as we go on. Um, okay, so I've done all of my skincare, and I'm gonna, I think, move on to my primer,
Oh yeah,
which
mine too.
my primer, I use Elf. Now, this is a tip for all of my Perry and older ladies, my seasoned ladies in the chat. Okay, um, Elf Stay Cool Primer Stick is your best friend that you've ever had in your whole life, because when you get hot and you start sweating and you're having the hot flash and you're having all of these things, not only does it help you keep all your stuff in place, but it's cooling. It's cooling. It's cooling for your, and it's inexpensive. It's just this little stick. It's super easy to apply. So seriously, help yourself. Okay, that's the one that I use. Well, go ahead, Marjean. Which one do you use?
I use the Elf Power Grip Primer. I usually use the pink one with the niacinamide in it because I feel like it's stickier and all my skincare has niacinamide in it. Um,
It
but
has who
I
in it?
do
Who's in it?
niacinamide.
What's that?
It's like a I forgot. It's like a not a chemical. I think it's a chemical. Hold on. I'm being blonde right now. No offense to any of the blondes. Um I'm trying to think. It's like it's a thing that helps your skin and acne and everything and yeah. And I get a lot of acne. So you can't tell right now because the
Because she
the
takes
serum.
care of her skin. She takes care of her skin,
Well, I
everybody.
have one right here, and then I have like two up here, and then like one
Right.
here. But the serum helps calm the redness, which I like. But I use these because they're really sticky, and I know like a lot of people have like texture issues with sticky things like on their face. But it's honestly not that bad because I used to hate that too.
No, but
Because like
think about it.
anytime I
If you
get
want,
honey,
go ahead.
Uh, I don't really like the feeling of honey or anything, but this feels exactly like honey. But once you put it on your face and it dries down, it's honestly not that bad. It just makes your skin like stickier, but you won't get residue or anything when it dries down, and it helps your makeup stick to it and everything, which is the whole point. And it
Right.
lasts literally like the whole day. I don't
That's what I
recommend
was
it though
gonna.
if you have like you know a really really like oily face. I have combination
Mm,
skin though, so it's
yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is if it's a little bit tacky, and I'm not talking. We're not talking about sticky like you're not like putting glue on your face, but if it's a little bit tacky, you have to realize that that's how things stick to your face a little bit better. Like,
Mhm.
and you're not going to come sweating off. Al's here this morning. Good morning, Al. Good to see you today. He put a number 3 in the chat. It did show up in the poll. See, you got to put the numbers separately in the chat. We're learning how this poll thing looks. You can't put an exclamation point. You can't put commas. So Teresa tried with the commas. You can't put the commas. You just got to put a single number, and then it will. And if you want to put more than one, you just got to put the numbers separately in the chat. Okay, there we go. Marjean got it. She got that number 1 going on there. All right. Teresa said, I have sticky issues real bad, but I can do a honey and matcha tea mask and be okay. Ooh, a honey and matcha tea mask. That sounds nice.
Sounds
Sounds
interesting.
nice. Yes, there we go. We got some more numbers coming up in the chat for our poll here this morning. Do you have a morning routine? So you're doing your skincare, you're taking the time for yourself, you're not so much a breakfast person, and all of that. What is something that could, I want everybody to answer this in the chat as well. What is something that could happen that could absolutely ruin your morning? What is something that could happen that would absolutely ruin your morning? That's what we need to know in the chat.
Um, I would say, which this has been happening a few days in a row, but when I like first wake up, or it's like 5 minutes after I wake up and somebody tries to have a conversation with me. I don't like when people try to talk to me when I first wake up because I don't know if it's just me, but my throat's really dry when I wake up. And when I talk, it just like physically annoys me because it like feels weird when I talk.
Well, there you have it. So it's not just because people annoy you. That's not
I have
why.
no idea what you said because you
It's
went
not
away from.
just because people annoy you. That's not why you don't want to talk to people in the morning.
No, it's because like it annoys me that my voice sounds weird and stuff. And then like I just woke up. My brain is still developing when I wake up, guys. My brain doesn't.
She said my brain's still developing. When Teresa said when Cheaty the cat happens, she was saying earlier Um, my morning is guided by a needy cat, Cheaty, but it is a routine now. Eventually, he goes back to sleep. You know, I get it. Well, I mean, I don't have a needy cat, but I mean, I do have a needy bunny who's extra occasionally and is out there. She hasn't done all that digging and stuff recently. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I think it's because Leah built her a whole castle.
Leah did. Leah built her a castle out of cardboard, and it was very cute. Andrea's here this morning. She said, "Running out of your favorite mascara and keep forgetting to get a new one." There it is.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
There
Well,
it is.
I'm not a mascara. Well, recently I'm more of a mascara person, but normally I do like the fake lashes and everything.
Yeah, I do mascara and fake lashes because I like to be extra, and I'm also taking care of a few of my flyaways here as we're chatting. Also, so listen, we're gonna finish up the prepping, and we're gonna get to some of the makeup here in a moment. So I think our winner of the poll here this morning is, do you have a morning routine? Yes, but I'm either not consistent with it, um, or it changes daily. That's our winner. So well done, everybody. And we're gonna take a super quick break. And when we come back, we are going to continue with our morning routine and what makes the most amazing morning. That's what I want to know from you guys when we go on the break. What is your absolute non negotiable for the morning? And we'll be right back after this.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Project Joy Live. We're here today with Marjean, and we are doing our morning routine. Get ready with us. I put off a little. I took my shower, got my hair in my curler here. You guys got to get the bangs ready to go, and we are doing our face and talking about non-negotiable things in the morning. What makes a morning routine amazing? What ruins a morning routine? Um, let's see. Teresa said non-negotiable coffee and salad. Coffee and salad. We're here for that.
Yep.
So works out really well. Yeah, gotta have the coffee. It's the if you didn't know it, it's the Italian way. So if you're having coffee the first thing in the morning, you're a little Italian. Got a little Italian going on over there. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I want to talk about as we're gonna start doing makeup. What's your absolute favorite makeup brands?
Um, Elf, Milani, and let me think. Next.
Oh yes, we love some Nyx. I also like Elf. I was when I was growing up, when I was your age, I was very much a uh let's see. I was very much a Wet and Wild girl. I had all the Wet and Wild products when I was growing up, and I also really liked CoverGirl growing up as well. I oh, there we go. Marjean's got some Wet and Wild over there. Um, let's see. Let's oh, here we go. I'm an older person and my morning routine non-negotiable used to be going downstairs, opening the door and getting the morning newspaper. Technology ruined that. I remember that was like the first thing we would do, right? Like we wouldn't have a phone to be checking or the internet or anything else. We would have the newspaper, and you can still get the newspaper now. It's pretty, I feel like it's really pricey compared to what it used to be, and also it's just a little bit different. I feel like you open the newspaper, there's a lot of like, visit this website and go to this QR code, and it's like, but I opened the paper to look in the paper. So times have changed a lot too, for sure,
Mm-hmm.
where morning routines are concerned. Could you imagine, because you've never known really a time not as such, could you imagine waking up in the morning and you don't have a phone or anything? Do you know what that would be like? Like there would be nothing you could do to like see
Well, I mean,
see
that's
what's
not
going
that's
on.
not really true. There's a lot I can do. Like I still enjoy music and everything, and we literally have a record player that also has
We
you
do
can
have
play a
that.
CD in it and a cassette, which honestly I think cassettes are really cool. I actually bought one when we went to the Crystal Mall. Um, but yeah, they're super awesome and cool, and I like listening to stuff on that. So and there's also the radio on there too.
Yep, we do
Um,
have the radio, guys. Remember the radio?
the radio. Back when she was doing her makeup with the dinosaurs.
We've already
So
talked about that. I'm the Snow White of the dinosaurs in case you missed
mhm.
that episode.
Yeah, go watch that. So I mean, I really do enjoy going outside too, and I like going on walks. If we didn't live behind a school, I would be walking outside and being outside all the time. I love going outside. Um, just not if I'm like in a park and there's like a bunch of little kids or a bunch of teenagers, because teenagers are weird and they're mean. Um, other of course, other than Andrea's daughter, my best friend in the whole wide world, she's
There
great.
you go.
I love
There
her.
you go.
Um,
Well, it's so you guys, are have a different lifestyle as well because you're homeschooled. Could you imagine what your morning routine would look like if you were not homeschooled?
I would cry every day.
You'd cry.
I mean, it
What do
wouldn't
you
be like it would be hard with the way we have things right now, like with the one bathroom and stuff. Like that would be
Oh,
really
are you
difficult.
kidding me? We would have not had a choice but to get a more than one bathroom.
Yeah, that would suck. Cuz like right now I don't mind it because in the morning I'm just really chilling. I'm not doing anything. And then normally when dad goes to work, I'm, up and doing things. But so that part works out. It would be terrible though if it were different where I would have to get ready for school and things and then also have to deal with actually being at school. Like I don't mind doing the work. I just mind the people there and the way the system works.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a different vibe in the morning. I don't, your three older siblings were in public school, and I don't miss that. I don't miss that morning routine at all. Well, you went very for a very short period of time
Yeah.
to preschool.
Yep.
and before we started homeschooling, and it was just a very different way of life. We were constantly going. The morning was really tough, especially with the big family like we have, and we didn't even have that big of a family then compared to what we have now.
Yep.
um and so yeah, it's a different lifestyle, and I think, for the people that have to do that every day, I tip my hat to you, because it just eventually it gets exhausting. So at any rate, as we're going along, Marjean shared her favorite makeup brands. My favorite for the long, like what I said when I was younger, was Wet and Wild and CoverGirl for sure. Now I really like Tarte, Urban Decay, and I also have just started using Laura Geller, because the Tarte foundation that I've used for years really started to sit on my face. The older I get, the more challenge I have with the way that foundation and everything sits on my face. But I did use the Tarte Creaseless Creamy Concealer. That was what I was using around my eyes. And then I'm going to go in with my foundation, which is Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten Foundation, which I'm sure you guys see ads for it all the time. My only complaint about Laura Geller is once you start buying stuff, you are like hounded with emails, and I've had enough of Laura Geller emails at the moment.
Yep. The email. It's like when I sign up for the Beauty Insider things, like for
Yes.
Ulta and Sephora, they email you all the time, every day. Um, but right now I'm doing my eyebrows. I'm pretty sure it's discontinued, an eyeshadow palette. It's the Dunkin' one that you gave me. Like, I
Oh
don't
my
even
god,
know how
that was
long ago.
such a good that is such a good fun palette. I love a lot of the limited edition type palettes like that, but my complaint is
Mhm.
that one, like, if you really get attached to it, if you love it, it can be hard to find something else that you like.
Yeah. Luckily, though, there's a lot of people now who are all about like making dupes for everything or whatever.
Yeah.
I will tell you, my favorite highlighter used to be James Charles Ring Light. It was in his big James Charles Artistry palette, which you had bought for
Mhm.
me a really long time ago. Um, and he discontinued it. So when I went to go look for the palette, I didn't know that he stopped making it and stuff. Um, but that was my favorite at the time. And then when we were getting ready to move here from, or no, we were in Alabama. We were getting ready to move to Mystic, and I had found your poolside palette that you had
Mm.
in the ancient times.
Yeah.
Um, and
Here we
the
go,
highlighter
guys.
from the highlighter from that is exactly the same as ring light, because when certain highlighters will have a white base, so when you turn your head you won't see the glitter, it'll just look like there's white on your face.
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
but with those ones, it's a clear base, so it's not going to make it look so bad,
Right.
which I love. But I don't think they make the poolside palette either. Someone fact check it.
Right. So listen, when I saw the ads for Laura Geller, I wasn't convinced that it was going to do a good job with the redness in my face, but you can see redness is gone. Gone. And some of what helps that too, I think, is that elf primer that I was talking about before, the Stay Cool primer, because it really does make your face a lot cooler, as when you're of a seasoned age, when you're of a seasoned age. So
Yep.
I did the Bake Balance and Brighten foundation. My color was in porcelain, and then I am using her Laura Geller, the Best of the Best palette, and it has I'll show you guys. It just comes in a palette like this, and this is what I when I'm getting ready for the show in the morning. This is it. This is it. Okay. But Oyster, it has three eyeshadows, a bronzer, two highlighters, and or illuminators, and a blush. It is super fast in the morning, you guys. Okay, super fast. And
Super
so I
cute.
just have my different, and meanwhile Marjean gets very precise with hers, and I'm just like and that's it. Okay. So over on Twitch, I'm a guy and I don't wear makeup, but I would like to know, how did you navigate wearing makeup during COVID? Did you bother, considering you had to wear a mask? Did it smear? Um, we didn't go out. I don't. We didn't go out a whole lot then, but a lot of the times, ladies will know, if you use a primer and if you use a setting spray, like I have the elf matte magic mist and set. So if you use a primer and a setting spray, you're less likely to have issues with that. But I always had to, this was my biggest complaint during COVID. I love lipstick. I love a nice dark lip. And so that really annoyed me during COVID, that there was no point in wearing lipstick at all, because you couldn't have it on anyway. That was that. So, do
Yep.
you remember then what? Because you weren't wearing as much makeup then as you do now. Because that was
Yeah, I do know at times, like if I'm sick or something, I still do my makeup. I have photos and videos that I sent to my friends when, like when I got I don't know, I had something, I don't know what it was, but we were still living in this house. I think it was maybe last year, but I was like coming down with something and I was crying and everything, but I was still doing my makeup. Um and honestly, like it's not too bad because after getting glasses, I figured out how to like get my makeup to stay even when things are touching it. And you can ask uh my friends and stuff because I've showed them my old videos and everything. You can I could rub my face with a paper towel and the paper towel will come clean. And it's really, really nice that I'm able to do all that and stuff, especially in the summer because I figured out how to make my makeup sweat proof, transfer proof, all that stuff. And it's great.
oh my god, I just love
What did you
this
do?
bright, the blush and bronzer. I just love everything that I've seen so far with from Laura Geller is so illuminating, and I love it because your face gets a little bit duller, as you get older. And so I just love when it just, you turn your face and you just have that little bit of glow, you know. I'm glowing,
Hmm.
guys.
She's glowing.
I'm glowing. All right, I got a little bit of
Now,
highlighter.
guys, don't be shy when you do your eyebrows like I do.
Don't be
Just
shy.
set it.
Don't be shy.
Just like I know I didn't put anything else on my face yet, but I just set my eyebrows and stuff right after. I don't care about the creams getting on it or anything from like the foundations and stuff. Just set the eyebrows, guys. Because I'm not gonna touch the rest of my forehead after I do my concealer on my forehead. Because I don't put too much on my forehead either because I don't get redness on my forehead, but I do get pimples, so I just cover those and blend it out and put like powder on top. I don't put any foundation, I don't put contour, nothing on my forehead. I just leave it.
Okay, so I get a lot of darkness in the inner corners of my eyes. I don't know if it's an older thing or a sleep thing or a stress thing or a combination of all of it, but I always do something lighter in the corner of my eye. And I had gotten this liquid, it's called a multi stick. So you could use it for any number of things, but it came from Ulta. It's a long wear metallic cream eyeshadow, but you can use it for whatever. And I just like how you can see as I turn in the light, it just like brightens up the inner corners of your eyes. And then I have the oyster shade in the Laura Geller palette that brightens it up.
So this, oh, if I can find it, I can get. This I bought because I use very minimal of it, and I think it was like $2, but it's the LA Colors concealer. But it's the white shade, and I only use the tiniest dot towards the middle because I don't like putting glitter on my inner corner. Never been a fan of it. Don't really like it, but this like brightens it, and a
See,
little
look
goes over.
how bright hers is. When Marjean does my makeup, I'm much more brighter around my under eye and all of that. But listen, I do my best over here in 5 minutes before the show. Also, you got to hustle because we have like 10 minutes left.
Yeah, I know. I'm almost done
Minutes
actually
left of the show.
because I kind of
Can
like put everything. I kind of put everything on my face and then I blend it.
can we do it, guys? Do you think we could be done in 10 minutes? So I use the oyster shade on the inner corner, sunstone across the lid, and then this nice almond shade in the corners and the crease. And this is again, we're taking our sweet time here this morning, but typically that when I do this for a show or something like that, it's much quicker. It's much quicker
So
because I'm not yapping.
I'm gonna show everybody, including you, the best tip ever.
Including me,
If
guys.
even if you do like a skin tint or something, or you just do concealer or whatever it may be, if it's too yellow, put lavender lipstick in it or liquid blush or anything. And if it's a powder, just put the powder on, and then if you have like a lavender kind of colored powder, put setting spray and then put the other powder on top and mix
There
it.
you go. You heard it here first. Lavender lipstick. I didn't even know lavender lipstick existed, and I know that it came in that little palette that we had gotten
Yeah, look
a
at this
while
one.
back. Nice. Okay,
This
so
one's old.
I'm gonna be struggling to do this here, you guys. I'm gonna put a little bit of eyeliner on. This is 12 hour colorful eyeliner from Sephora, and it's waterproof. Because I cry a lot on my shows, so I do not use makeup. I do not use mascara or eyeliner that is not waterproof because otherwise I would look like the crow at the end of the day. Okay,
I forgot
little
my
throwback for you guys.
I forgot my setting spray was in your the bag or whatever.
This one, I have
Yeah.
setting spray here, guys.
It's okay, guys. I'll put it on after the show. But I just put everything on, and it kind of looks like this. I don't put any contour on because I do a little bit of bronzer. I personally, which is probably going to sound really weird, but I don't like putting a bunch of colors in my face because I have
Look, you
red
have color
skin,
on
so
your
it kind of
face right
peeks
now.
through sometimes.
Look at the difference already. You put just a little bit of eyeliner on, you guys, because I have my bottom lashes non-existent.
I love eyeliner. Oh, speaking of, if you love eyeliner, which I know Danielle loves eyeliner because I see her wear eyeliner all the time.
She's the queen of the wing.
The
Danielle
best
is.
eyeliner that is not a liquid liner. Yes, the best eyeliner that is not a liquid liner would have to be the Wet and Wild one because it's a really long eyeliner and it's only like 90 cents. So cheap, and it's like really creamy and everything else, and it's so nice.
This is Tube Job from Urban Decay. And I just
The Urban
do a
Decay
little.
setting spray is actually really good.
And I'm really impressed. We've talked about before on the show, you guys, that we're vegan. I try to be as mindful as I can to get vegan products, or at the very least, makeup products that are cruelty free and all of that stuff. I am mindful of that when I go in the store. And I'm really impressed with a lot of brands like Tarte and Urban Decay, who are and Sephora too. When I was in there last week, very impressed with how many products now, even if the whole line, like I said, isn't completely vegan. So many of them are committed to no longer testing on animals, being mindful of where they're sourcing their products from, their ingredients from, and it's just really nice to see because it not only helps the animals, but it's also it's better for us. It's better for our skin. It's better for because your skin is your biggest organ. And so everything that you put on your skin is going inside your body. And so it's very important to be mindful of what you're putting on there. And so it's always nice to see when companies are being more mindful of their practices and also their ingredients.
Yep. Jowsy's coming to get my setting spray from you.
Setting spray. Here you go.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, this is how it looks. I have to put setting spray on it and then continue to blend it because some of it dried. But yeah.
I always struggle with the inner. I'm fine with a mascara till I get the inner corner of my other eye. I just can't
Oh,
do
I
it.
completely like trained my left hand to be normal when I'm doing my makeup because I also struggled with that because I used to just give up. I would put my makeup on and then it would get on my eyelashes and then I would just like throw the lash on and it would look really bad. Um, but I just like literally switch what hand I'm using when I'm on the other side of my face doing my eyeliner.
Okay, so I am a lash queen. I was gonna say another word there, but I was more careful because Marjean's on the show today. I love lashes. I love all the lashes, you guys. I cannot get enough of lashes, and so I have. I'm just doing a strip lash today. These are number 10 everyday round from Sephora, and you can use them 20 or more times if you take good care of them, and they come in a little case like this. And so that's what I'm wearing today. And I just use regular lash glue. I put the lash glue on, let it set for a minute and get tacky, and then apply the lash. Is there anybody else out there that loves some lashes? I bet our friend over on Twitch loves some lashes. Just kidding. Okay.
Honestly, I after learning how to do extensions properly, I go back to strip lashes sometimes, but I really do love the extensions more because you have less to do when you actually get them done.
Yep. I actually really enjoy extensions more too. The only challenge I have is just like my face is sensitive, my eyes are super sensitive, and so I have to be really careful in my case because I do have to use prescription eye drops and things like that, and so um, the challenge with the clusters or the lash extensions is that once they're on for a while. It doesn't mean you can't take them off, but it's also a waste if you kind of take them off right away.
Mhm.
So a lot of times, if I have several events in a row, when I was doing broadcasts every single day of the week, I was doing more. I would go and get my extensions done. Or lash clusters done at Ulta every other week. But now, usually I do just a strip lash if I have, show here or there, but or I'll do the clusters or extensions if I have several events in a row or like a really busy week. But I am more careful about those now.
Okay. I am finishing up with another limited edition Wet and Wild Elmo Sesame Street whatever bronzer, which is
Oh my
actually
God.
yours.
I was just talking about that the other day with some people. I was telling them about that Sesame Street Wet and Wild that they did. I love this lip gloss. It has Big Bird. And it says happy to be me lip gloss. Love that. And it's not just glittery. It also is kind of like holographic, which is pretty cool. So I really enjoy. I haven't had another lip.
So the same brush I use for my eyebrows, I also use for my contour because, well, my nose contour because um it's very resourceful. So if I know how to use like one brush for everything, then when I'm out and about, I can fix everything with one brush.
Look at the difference in my eyes, you guys. Like truly, it's so. So I'm telling you, I love a lash. I love a lash. I feel so much better now, guys. All right, so I I have somehow I think you know what I think I did. I think when we went out the other on Sunday, I left my lipstick in the car. Is I think what I did. So I'm using a lip liner today. Again, it's Sephora brand, and this one is called Berry Bang. Berry Bang. And I'm just gonna line and fill my lips, and I'm gonna use that happy gloss, and then I'm gonna be done. And we're gonna do birthdays.
After I finish my eyeliner, I just have to do my lipstick and then I'm gonna be done. Which
And
I don't
as you
use
guys,
lipstick.
go ahead.
I don't use lipstick and I don't use eyeliner. I just use eyeshadow. I basically just use eyeshadow for everything.
As I have told you guys, I'm on this red lip journey, and I'm really enjoying it because I have been finding the most amazing red lipsticks, and but I will tell you, the berry colors, those are the berry shades, like a little bit of purple in there, are my favorites. Okay, final tips for you from you, Marjean, on how people can have their best morning ever.
I would say definitely if even if you're busy, which I used to not be the best morning person like ever. I used to hate mornings and everything else, but I realized that in during my day, I would just like sometimes choose not to put things that I like aside for me to do. So in the morning, I just wake up earlier and take the morning time for myself instead of taking the time at like 8 in the morning and then it's 10 in the morning when I get out of my bed and everything else. So take more time for the morning. And if you can't do that, make sure sometime in the day that you just do something that you enjoy. Like I made a whole blanket this week, guys. It's not that hard.
She did. You should show the blanket.
Yes, I should. Hold on. I actually have it on me right now because it's kind of cold.
All right. My red lip moment, guys. And the finishing touch of any face is glasses on. Look at the blanket. Look how pretty. Glasses on. Bangs out of the roller. And we have our finished. Everybody. That's it. That's all I've got for you today, everybody. Marjean's almost there. And while Marjean gets there, we are going to finish up the show by doing birthdays today. Okay, guys, let's do it. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, everybody. In the world of celebrity today, George Clooney. Actor George Clooney is 65 years old today. Happy birthday, George Clooney. And then one of my favorite singers of all time, of all time, guys. Bob Seger is 81 years old tonight. And speaking of vinyl, Marjean was talking about the vinyl that we have in the house earlier. We have his Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, one of the vinyls. I think it's Hollywood Nights. So good. So good. We're going to listen to that a little bit later as well. Also, the celebrities in my life. Nicole March has a birthday today. Happy birthday, Nicole. Also, as I mentioned, today would have been my brother's Adam's 41st birthday today. And so happy birthday, Nicole and Adam. Also, yesterday, Greg McKinnon had a birthday. Happy birthday, Greg. And Katie Henderson Casagrande had a birthday as well. So happy birthday to all of the amazing people that I am connected to. Absolutely just appreciate you in my life and wish you an amazing day. So let's get our birthday song on. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear George Clooney, Bob Seger, Nicole March, Greg McKinnon, Katie Henderson Casagrande, and Adam Rowland. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating. We hope you have an absolutely incredible day. All right, Marjean, final face. Final face. There you go. Thank you for getting ready with me this morning, Marjean, on the show, and for the amazing smoothie bowl as well. As we finish up, you have something very exciting coming up in the beginning of June. You want to tell everybody what that is?
I'm graduating high school. Very exciting. I'm not ready.
We're so excited. Marjean is 16 years old, and so we're really proud of her that she buckled down and got it done so that she could graduate with her bestie this year, which is really exciting. And so we will be having the graduation, and it'll be super fun to do. And we'll have more fun the next time you're on the show. Thanks for being here today, Marjean.
I had a lot of fun.
Love it. Teresa said, happy graduation and radiant beauties. We are glowing, everybody. All right. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. This is Marjean. Leah will be here with me on the show on Friday. And until next time, we want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.